Madalina Grigoriou, Balint Bako, Tadia Locke, Sarah Jane Lim, and Matthias Matasik.
It's a team that definitely has some quality and they'll want to dip into that. Balint Bako was quite good in his men's singles match the other evening, and that's something that they could perhaps bank upon. And even among the women, you've got Madalina Grigoriou, Tadia Locke, as well as Katie Morris. Let's just remind you, Band of Honor is a concept in terms of just identifying who's been the most valuable player of the league. And currently, that stands with Katerina Stewart with 41 points in the women's section. And among the men, that list is also available. And this is how it stands. Hien Trong of Delhi Dilwale, top of the table right now with 25 points. 24 for Huang Nam Lee, who will be in action in the second match today. But for the moment, let's get introduced to the Hyderabad Superstars.
And facing them tonight are the Hyderabad Superstars, led by their coach, Chad Edwards, followed by Marcelo Jardim, Sion Mendes, Mayur Patil, Caitlin Hart, Louis Laville, Lauren Mercado, Joseph Canyadel, and Thalia Saunders.
It's a good team. It's got some good experience as well as youthful exuberance about itself. And it came in handy last night in their opening fixture, winning 3 of those matches in that particular match. But what is in store today? Let's take a look. This is how the teams are lining up. The women's singles first, where Katie Morris will be taking on Sion Mendes. Then we've got Locke and Sobek up against Kanyadel and Hart. Hart, who was the player of the tie for Hyderabad last night. Marcelo Jardim then against Balint Bako. Then we've got Sarah Jane Lim and Grigoriou up against Saunders and Hart. And then the men's doubles right to finish off with Sobek and Vanshik Kapadia will be taking on Kanyadel and Laville. And it'll all get underway with the women's singles, which has typically been a pivotal fixture. Once you win this, you get a little bit of momentum about yourself. And can Katie Morris overcome the hurricane that is Sion Mendes, especially in terms of her form thus far? We're at the Geo World Garden in Pune. In Mumbai rather, but Pune United are ready to get their campaign started. First things first, let's head over to Arpit for the toss.
Welcome to the toss between Pune United and the Hyderabad Superstars. Katie Morris on my left and Sion Mendes on my right. And helping us with the toss is Charlotte Whitby-Coles, the CEO of the World Pickleball League. Mark, over to you.
All right, ladies, that is heads, that is tails. Sione, you can have the call. It is a tail. Katie? Serve. Serve. Which end would you like? That end? All right, we'll go in 2 minutes. Let's go. Thank you.
And Katie wins the toss and elects to serve in this one.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to welcome you all to the Geo World Garden. It's a slightly warmer, slightly balmier evening with a little less wind than some of the other days that we've experienced across the first couple of days. My name is Debayan Sen, and I'm joined in the commentary box by Jeanette Ward and the head coach of the Rajasthan Titans, Lee Whitwell. Welcome, ladies.
Good evening. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Day 3 of World Pickleball League. Lee, how exciting. What have we got tonight? Katie Morris there is on screen, right-handed player. Favourite shot is the drive, 5.1 duper, and a doubles rating of 5.1 as well.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing how she does against Sione. Sione is proving to be unstoppable. She had an amazing tennis career, and that is translated to her pickleball career. She's a right-handed. Her favorite shot is a hands battle. 5-6 in singles, 5-6 in doubles, and it's only going up from there.
For those who may not be initiated, could you explain what a hand battle is? What does it really imply?
A hands battle is not a fist fight, although I think sometimes you'd like to see some of that on the court. But no, it's when it's a rapid fire volleys and it just goes bang, 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 right? And it's frantic, it's frenetic, and it's a lot of fun to watch. I don't like playing them myself. I'd rather reset the ball and start the point over. But these guys, these young ones, like to battle it out that way.
I'm sure the chief referee, Mark Taylor, doesn't mind a few hand battles as well, especially when it happens right at the net.
Also, an ex-star currently playing the Australia, sorry, in Australia and across the major PBA tours. She's definitely eyeing her first win today, and she'll be taking on Siona Mendes from Australia.
Yes, this is where we are, a nice vantage point, good position to watch from, and for Lee to make some notes for future matches. How was day one, by the way?
You had to ask. Just throw me in the deep end. You know, day one was, I'm going to go with the positive. It was good. Chad is a good friend of mine who's a Hyderabad coach. They came out the victors, but I think we're working through our kinks and looking forward to tomorrow's match, and we're going to learn from our loss yesterday.
Absolutely, and that tie was given such a great start by Siona Mendes. No doubt one of these women's singles players to watch out for. And in fact, a few of them aren't there, Lee. And Jeanette has been informing us that there's a few matchups to look forward to through the season.
Absolutely. I think the biggest matchup we're all waiting to see is Sione against Kat Stewart, right? They, on tour in the States, go head-to-head, and it goes back and forth. I do believe Sione won the last matchup, but I think for everybody else playing Sione, it's like, how many points can you get? Like maybe like there's a leaderboard on maximum points won against Sione, and we can give them a prize.
Yeah, superb all-round game, which is probably owing to her very good background in tennis. Made it through to the qualifying rounds of pretty much every Grand Slam that she's played in. Both players in blue, but we'll just introduce you in terms of where they're standing. It's a little bit of orange as well in the Pune United colors, with Katie Morris about to start service from the far side. And on the near side, you've got Siona Mendes in all blue for the Hyderabad Superstars.
Right.
First match about to begin.
Siona, ready? Katie, ready? Best of luck, ladies. Time in, 0-0.
Oh, super point.
And I think Sione is just going to set the tone very early on, and we're going to see a lot of that.
0-0.
Absolute professionalism, completely ruthless. That's what typified her game yesterday, but that's a great passing shot.
Katie came to play.
Side out. 0-0.
Just to explain the scoring here for those who may be following the World Pickleball League for the very first time, it's a 15-minute match.
1-0.
So what happens is in 15 minutes, whoever scores more ends up winning the match. It can also finish in a tie, as we saw in last evening's matches. Oh, that's a superb shot.
Side out.
The thing is, like, Katie hit an amazing approach shot, and Sione is so fast. And not only is she fast and gets to the ball, she actually does something with it and makes your great shot look silly. Because she just has an answer for everything.
Challenge. Okay.
Jeanette, I suppose the only positive here for Katie is that she has faced Kat Stewart already.
The ball has been called out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We were talking with Ollie Strecker yesterday, Lee, and he was saying, oh, looks like we've got a challenge. There's the heartbeat, definitely. Now, I saw that ball long. I'm pretty much standing on the baseline, so I'm quite surprised that there is a challenge in play. Dubai, would you like to remind the folks at home what the rules of the challenge are, please?
Yeah, 2 challenges, 2 legal challenges per tie for both teams. So if they exhaust one, then they are only left with one. However, if this is successful, then they retain both. And it's basically a projection, which we are about to see.
No.
Oh, well in.
Ball is in. Replay the points. All right. Players ready. Time back in. 0-1.
So we've been quite intrigued by this, Lee, the challenge system and how do teams approach it. As head coach, what is your brief to your players? Do you consult with them? Do you have the final say?
You know, it's we're going to use our challenges at our discretion, but I will encourage my players not to use it so early on, because it's 15 minutes, and it's like, what if you know, you need a challenge at 11 or something? It's like, I'm like, let's just keep the challenges in our pocket and use them sparingly and wisely.
Point, Hyderabad.
Dubai, and I was just about to say before, Ollie Strecker was saying that Kat
3-1.
Stewart's playing a little mental score game in her head. Now, I believe that she got up to 30 and
Side out.
Sione got up to 30 last night. So I
1-3.
believe the idea is Sione needs to get over 31 today.
Side out.
Beautiful passing shot by Sione. And again, a great approach shot by Katie. And Sione just has a better answer.
3-1.
At the moment, only a 2-point gap. It's a 3-1 lead for Sione. So it's been a good start in that sense from Morris.
Point.
She will concede
Hyderabad.
one more here.
4-1.
Now, Lee,
Side out.
Sione's an Aussie, but she's spending a lot of time in the US. Is that
1-4.
correct?
Absolutely, yeah. She's we've seen her around quite a bit. I mean, we're glad to have her. I'm
Side
sure
out.
there's a lot of singles players who aren't, but we're always glad that to see the
4-1.
competition get better and better, and she's been a great addition to the tour. And I think
Point.
what's really
Hyderabad.
hard and what people need to understand when they're watching is I mean, Sione is in a caliber
5-1.
to herself. I mean, there's a few people that belong in that caliber, but most of the people who, when they train singles, you know, they don't have the luxury of training with the Sione or training with the Cat, right? And what they're going to realize very quickly is that they're going to make you play one more ball, and that one
Point.
more ball is
Hyderabad.
really, really hard, right? And they're just not used to that one more ball mentality.
We just saw an illustration
6-1.
of that in the previous rally, the way that Sione Mendes absolutely made Katie run all over the court
Side
and then eventually pull off that. This has gone long, so it's an opening here, potential
1-6.
opening for Katie. But 4 minutes in, it's already a 5-point gap, which can be significant.
Point. Pune.
So that right there, Katie's approach was a lot deeper, so Sione couldn't do as much with that next ball,
2-6.
giving Katie an easy volley put away.
Point. Pune. Three, 6. Side out.
Now, Katie has mentioned that her dream doubles partner is Andre Agassi, and I believe
6-3.
Agassi has also played a fair amount of pickleball himself.
Absolutely, he
Side out.
burst onto the scene, I'd say maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years
3-6.
ago, and he's been bitten by the bug, which we love. So yes, he's a great player, but she's going to have to get in line because I think there are quite a few people that want to play with him, including myself.
And has Steffi Graf jumped onto the
Point.
bandwagon as well?
Pune.
I believe she has jumped
4-6.
on. Well, I think she jumps on and off. He's on it, and then she'll play with him. She plays with him, and you know, goes back and forth still between
Point.
tennis a little bit.
Pune.
What a fight back this has been, Jeanette. Katie Morris is putting up a more
5-6.
than a fight.
Yeah, no, an excellent run here by Katie Morris. We have a 1-point ball game. Make that
Point.
even, Stevens.
I'm liking the version of Katie Morris that showed up tonight. She is
6-6.
impressing everyone, and I think she's maybe catching Sione a little bit off guard. Oh, lucky net
Side
cord
out.
there. I'm sure Sione's not sorry about that one.
And this is what you want to watch. You want to watch a young
6-6.
athlete learn from the mistakes in her first match, take those lessons, apply them in the next one, irrespective of what happens.
Point.
Already, this is
Hyderabad.
such a fabulous start.
Absolutely, and I think anytime when you're playing
7-6.
somebody who's better, and if you look at the draft, there's so many different people from all over. We're going to be playing different people all the time. And
Point.
if you're playing somebody better than
Hyderabad.
you, don't look at it going, I lost, or they really killed me out there. Look at it going,
8-6.
what did I do well? What didn't I do well? And what can I improve on?
Point. Hyderabad.
That's a fabulous shot. We were talking about Steffi Graf, probably one of the most potent forehands in
9-6.
tennis history. Any similarities in terms of the pickleball players that we have here? Some of the forehands worth watching
Point.
out for, Lee?
Hyderabad.
I mean, I'm not going to compare them to Steffi Graf because that was last century tennis. That's my generation.
10-6.
Their forehands are very different, but they're definitely very heavy hitting forehands, and there's a lot of weight
Point.
behind the ball.
Hyderabad.
And Yeah, they're hard to retrieve.
11-6.
No disrespect to Steffi, of course.
Point. Hyderabad.
Unfortunately, we've seen Katie give away a few loose points on return of serve, right? And
12-6.
those are the ones you never want to
12-6.
give away because your opponent really hasn't done much to earn the point. They just hit a ball over the net and you just dumped it in the net.
Yeah, she will get an opportunity to just
Point.
regroup
Hyderabad.
herself with the break not long off. But now there's a 7-point cushion yet again
13-6.
opened up.
Now, Lee, we've seen Sione come to the net over the past couple of points there, and it's been quite successful. How important is it, there you go again, how important is it in singles
Hyderabad.
for that
Stop.
approach?
That's half-time.
Absolutely. You know, every time that Katie hits Sione a short ball, she's stepping in and hitting an approach shot and coming into the net and pushing Katie back, which now Sione can cut the ball off, right, and hit an angle, hit a winner.
We had the scores
All right,
at
ladies.
6-all just a while ago, but
Players
just
ready?
before the break, there was a
Time back
massive
in.
surge again from
14-6.
Sione Mendes, which has seen her now move across to 14-6. Change of ends after halftime, so Sione is in the far court,
Side out.
and we have Katie Morris in blue and orange in the near court.
6-14.
Lee Whitwell and Jeanette Ward still in the commentary box.
Point.
We were
Pune.
just in awe about the amount of points that Sione scored there just before half-time. But
7-14.
seemingly momentum back with Katie at the moment. Important side out for Katie, and there's one more point,
Pune.
Lee, just chipping away, right?
Absolutely, and she needs to start playing these points, clean points
8-14.
this way and not give up the lead or not give up anything on loose errors.
Side out.
Yeah, you just never know in sport. You just get yourself close to your opponent. You build a little
14-8.
bit of pressure on her as well, however good the quality of your opponent is. And that's where some self-doubt can creep in, even in a champion player like Sione.
Oh. Point.
And especially when you close the gap and you fought to close the gap, and then it's like, oh, I did it. And you sort of relax a little bit, and then your
15-8.
opponent's like, nice try. Let's widen it again.
Side out.
I know it's early days, Lee, but have you had discussions among your team as well in terms of maybe a
8-15.
minimum number of ties that you think you need to win to qualify?
Absolutely. You know, that's been the topic of discussion even before we got here.
Point. Pune.
So, yeah, we definitely do, and we're looking forward to competing.
9-15.
And we were actually reviewing day 2, and one thing I did say in your team's favor is
Side
that you
out.
did end up winning 2 matches. So that could be pivotal because you've got those match points in the back, that's for
15-9.
sure.
Absolutely. We did finish strong, and we just need to start a little stronger.
Just wide
Point.
from Katie
Hyderabad.
Morris. Pune United still searching for their first match points of season 2.
16-9.
Lost the first one, which was a rematch of last year's final. And nobody expected a complete wipeout.
Point. Hyderabad.
Sione now is going on a hunt. She's like a shark in the water. Like, she just smells doubt, and she's going to just
Point.
keep
Hyderabad.
coming in. And, You know, it's like a gaping wound. She's going to make it. You know,
18-9.
it's pretty impressive what she does out there.
Oh, relentless pressure, but this
Side
time
out.
the error extracted by Katie Morris. Is there a way back for her? Little under 4.5 minutes, or about 4.5
9:18.
minutes left.
Point. Pune.
You might be her good luck charm every time. Keep talking.
10-18. Point. Pune.
Pick up the mic.
It's working. It's just a 7-point gap now. Katie Morris
Just.
11-18.
can she do perhaps the unthinkable in these first 3 days? Oh, that's super.
Side out.
That's classy from Sione Mendes.
18-11.
Great rally though, and great quality pickleball to get us going on day 3.
Point. Hyderabad.
Absolutely. And you know what? If I'm Katie Morris, I'm not going to look at the score. What I'm going to look at in this match is a
19-11.
takeaway. I'm going, you know what? I put up a really good fight. I was in there. Did I play some loose points? Absolutely. But I can clean those up.
Point.
And there's a lot
Hyderabad.
to take away from this match for her to improve upon and to give her confidence moving forward.
20-11.
There's Piklu, the mascot for the Pune United. One thing good about
Side
him,
out.
Lee, on the first day, they were getting themselves into a very difficult position on court, but this
11-20.
young man or woman, whoever's inside that costume, were really enjoying themselves, pulling out all the dance moves.
I saw them. There's dance moves for days.
Point. Pune.
And once again, you were on the mic and Katie won 2 points.
12-20.
Let's make
Point.
that 3.
Pune.
Jeanette, have you ever had that kind of situation where you've been lucky for somebody or unlucky for somebody?
13-20.
No, it's usually the commentator's curse for me, so I will put down the mic straight. See,
Side out.
there you go.
Well, the exception proves the rule,
20.
doesn't it?
20, Katie.
Absolutely. Let's see if she can get a
20-13.
side out right now.
Side out. 13-20.
Well, you were talking of last century, Lee. So yesterday I was explaining that Sione Mendes
Side
wears
out.
C1 on her jersey, which is basically a gamer tag when she plays Call of Duty.
20-13.
Our young lady here had this question, very innocent question. What is Call of Duty? Is that a board game?
I believe it's like Monopoly, but slightly different.
Point. Hyderabad.
Well, now the gap does look
Ball,
quite
please.
substantial with just about 90 seconds on the clock, and you would expect
21-13.
Sione here to close this out.
Absolutely.
Point.
And
Hyderabad.
then this is what Katie doesn't want to do. She doesn't want to play the last few points loose because that's what you're going to
22-13.
remember at the end of the game, right?
Side out.
Was there a case here for the coach to have tried pickle play to replace with any of the other players, or would it not really have
13-22.
mattered that much?
You know what? I mean, aside from the loose points that she's played, there's no reason to pull Katie out because she's just, I mean, she's playing phenomenally. She's,
Point. Pune.
from yesterday to today, this is a different player. So I
14,
wouldn't break
22.
her groove or her timing. I would only use the pickle play if she needed a breather.
Side out.
And if she looked like she was gasping, but she's in pretty good shape, so she's fine. She's young.
Yeah, just to explain for those who might have
22-14.
only just tuned into World Pickleball League, pickle play is when a player can replace anybody out in the match
Point.
for a
Hyderabad.
combined total of 6 or rather 8 service
23-14.
points. However, now 9-point gap between Sione Mendes and Katie Morris. Possibly another point after this.
Point.
Just wide
Hyderabad.
on that one, but it was such a good shot.
24-14. Point. Hyderabad. And match.
there it is.
Yeah, it's an expected result, but a much better fight, one thought from Katie Morris, and it's finished with a comfortable victory in the end for Sion Mendes, who's been one of the front runners in the women's singles draw. 25-14 in the end for Hyderabad Superstars in match 1.
Best luck, Daddy. Best luck, Will. Thanks, Katie. Best luck. All right. Players, that is heads. That is tails. Will, you can have the call.
Tails.
It is a head. Hyderabad. Take that side. Serve or receive? Receive. We'll go in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Welcome back. We are set for the second match in this tie between Pune United and the Hyderabad Superstars. It is the mixed doubles. Thadia Locke and William Sobek for Pune United versus Caitlin Hart and Pep Cannadel from the Hyderabad Superstars. Caitlin and Joseph, with quite a performance yesterday, will be looking to build on it. Pune United, of course, not the start that they would have wanted in the women's singles, the first match of this tie. Hoping to do more in this one. Lee and Jeanette here with me. My name is Arpit Sharma, as we'll be covering this second match. And Lee, warm welcome to you. Our first conversation here officially. Unofficially, we've had a few words. You're obviously already one of my favorite people here in the World Pickleball League Season 2. I'm not going to ask you.
No. Hang on a second. One of your favourite people. I think you're playing favourites because I thought Louis Laville was your favourite person. Arpit, you've been busted now. Lee, he's playing you.
All right.
Go on, Lee.
Favorite female.
Receivers ready?
Lee's on my side
Serves
already.
ready?
I like that. The mixed
Favourite
Best of
female,
luck,
who brought
players.
you to
Time
the
in.
desk? Come on, let's have
0-0-2.
some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Hart to serve. Pune versus the Hyderabad Superstars.
Just talking about first the global effect of the World
0-0-1.
Pickleball League. We have, of course, Australia, America, Spain being represented here. America. And go on, Lee.
And Will is Czechoslovakia.
With a
Second
lot
server.
more pressure because of the surname
0-0-2.
that he shares with his coach. A lot must have been said after that first match that he's played, but let's hope better things to come for Pune. Katie and Pep, of course, showing us the magic yesterday.
I mean, if the same Katie that showed up yesterday shows up today, they're in a lot of trouble.
There goes Pep.
Side out.
Pep's
0-0-1.
such a dynamic player, and you can see how much fun he's having out there. He's such a great competitor.
Oh, look at her. Oh, nearly got that one.
That, for all of you watching,
Second server.
is what we call a hands battle.
0-0-2.
Ah, that lands in. Slightly
Side out.
misjudged by Pep.
Good. 0-0-1.
Deft.
Second server.
Yeah, Lee, I'm not a big fan of the drop shot, but I know yourself you
0-0-2.
don't mind one. A little bit of a slice, little drop I see in your game.
Absolutely, it's. I'm all about making my opponents run. It's much easier. It's much more fun playing pickleball when your opponents are running and you don't have to. And it's a little torturous, but I love it. Oh, Katie
Side
read
out.
Thaddeus like a book there. She's just sitting with her diary, ready to write a little entry journal.
0-0-1. Point. Hyderabad.
Jeanette, by any chance you remember the word we used for explosive? I know it was a little
1-0-1.
hard. No? Okay, that's fine. We'll train
No,
you.
sorry about that. I was educated on a few Indian words this afternoon, Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Good night, says Will
Second server.
Soback.
So what is the word for
1-0-2.
explosive?
So we said dhasu. It's more slang than proper language. It's more slang when you say dhasu. It's explosive.
Dasu?
Yeah, you got it the first time, Jeanette. Look at that.
How many languages do you actually speak, Lee?
Oof.
None properly.
Point. Hyderabad.
That's why she gets them all so well. But while we were talking about that, what's
Ball
this?
behind. Over here.
Oh, Call of Duty, you were talking about it a while ago?
Yeah, slight body bag there. That was a bit of a body
that's
bag.
serving.
Yeah, well done, well done.
2-0-2.
Yesterday, we saw Katie react very strongly to one of those. Let's see if we see a little something from William now.
Side out.
Ah, the coaching going on here in the commentary box as well.
Just
Didn't
behind.
execute it like you wanted, Lee.
0-2-1.
Oh,
Point.
Thaddeus
Pune.
coming out firing.
1-2-1. Second server. 1-2-2.
yep. As we go on, William. Oh. They're playing slightly delicate right now, Lee.
Absolutely. They're just moving the ball around, looking for an opportunity to attack, and it's going to be who's going to pull the trigger first. And you want to pull the trigger on the right ball, because otherwise that ball's going to come down your throat faster than you can say check.
As you were predicting it
Point.
just a
Pune.
second ago. Lee, we talk about the commentator's curse. We're going to talk about what? Commentator's prediction
ball,
now. Well
good
done
ball.
with that one. Right down the middle. However, after having played about 5.5 minutes, we're still tied. 2-2 the score, so well done, Pune. For staying in it so far, unfortunately.
Side out.
That's not what you want to give, Pep.
I mean, lobbing the guy who's got a 6-foot vertical and an
2-2-1.
overhead that can, you know, potentially hurt you. Maybe the wrong idea.
Lobbing either of them, both around 6 feet. Katie as well.
I mean, the effective lob, I
Second
think, would
server.
go outside of the stands and back in.
2-2-2.
Needs to come down with rain.
Yeah. Great defense again. Oh, they had it back.
Side out.
Unfortunately, couldn't keep the rally going. Did the hard part, Lee.
2-2-1.
I know, as my coach would have told me back in the day, he's like, after all that work, that's the shot you decided to miss?
Point.
Gets a
Pune.
little lucky there with the net cord.
Katie's had a couple of net cords go against her in this game already early on, and she's got to
3-2-1.
not let that rattle her and stay with it if they want to, you know, keep mentally in this game.
No, we can definitely
Point.
see the Pune
Pune.
team gelling a lot better than they were yesterday, that's for sure.
4-2-1. Point. Pune.
I know that Sobek got picked up for quite a few foot faults in his first game, and I was out the back
5-2-1.
with the training courts this afternoon, and he was getting a bit of instruction from Coach Rusty there about his foot faults.
Yeah, I mean,
Second
fun
server.
fact, like, you know, Will is not done growing, so his feet are probably a size bigger this year than last, is why he's stepping on the, stepping
5-2-2.
on that kitchen line.
Oh, wow.
Point. Pune.
Pune United. Definitely didn't see this the
Thadia,
first time
yeah.
they played. Yeah, go on.
Thadia came to
6-2-2.
battle tonight.
Yeah.
Side out. And half time.
That's halftime there in this mixed doubles encounter, which was tied just a few minutes ago. But now, in the space of 2.5, 3 minutes, Pune United have scored 4 crucial points. They lead 6-2 in this one.
Still a very low-scoring game.
Welcome back.
All right, players.
We are ready for the second
Players
half of
ready?
this mixed
Time
doubles
back in.
match
2-6-1.
in the fifth tie of the World Pickleball League. And where was this team? Can be asked about both
Second
these
server.
teams, can't it, Lee? Pune
2-6-2.
and your opponents yesterday.
I know, but I mean, credit to Pune, they came out ready to battle, and you know, Will is known for being more of a defensive player
Side
and
out.
really working the point, and it's nice to see him accelerating and putting some power behind his ball. He's been definitely, it looks like he's been
6-2-1.
working on it, and it's paying off.
Oh, it's just
Pune.
not working for the Hyderabad Superstars today. Another error, meaning another point
7-2-1.
for Pune United. They look like they're making a comeback in this tie, Jeanette.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that we might see a pickle play
Second
by
server.
Coach Chad Edwards soon, whether or not it's on Pep or Katie. What do you
7-2-2.
think, Lee? Mix it up a little bit?
One of the things we talked about yesterday was like I pulled the pick a play in, and then we had a team meeting afterwards. And I think in mixed doubles, your pick a play, you should probably put in the girl, because you don't want your guy coming off the bench being cold and having to play big, right? The guy tends to be a little bit more dominant in mixed doubles. So it's hard to do that if you've, been sitting for, 20, 30 minutes.
Second server.
Would you change it, Lee, right now, or would you let it be?
2-7-2.
I might let it run 1 or 2 more points.
Okay.
But I'd be thinking about who I'm putting in right now.
Oh, again, not that one. Tadia, not that. After all the hard work again, Lee, I can see the slight look of disapproval for the shot, not for anything else.
Yeah, she's a little too far off the line to pull the trigger, and I felt like she needed to just balance herself a little bit more and maybe wait 1 or 2 more balls.
4. Point.
There's his foot fault again.
He just seems to drag that back foot a little bit there. Now, what I'd like to see, Lee, is I'd like to start hearing Katie Hart, because when Katie Hart gets loud, I feel that she plays a lot better. So perhaps a little bit of team, get the team in the bench, yelling out and encouraging Katie to get herself into the game.
And I think we'll see her start to get loud when she's able to create something and do something, spectacular. Put the ball away, that tends to fire her up a lot.
7-5-2.
So when she's able to do that, you're going to get a very different version of her.
Yeah, because you mentioned, Lee, that she might not get rattled, but just based on what I saw yesterday, I don't mind her getting rattled a bit, because she just brings a lot more aggression. And in her aggression, she manages to get a lot of shots right. I almost feel like she's curbed her aggression a little bit.
Worked that point, got the mistake from Thadia, and I think honestly, looking at Pune 2 days ago, right?
Yep.
They were a very different team, and Pep and Katie might have come in into this game expecting them, so they maybe been caught by surprise, and now they're going to have to regroup, readjust, and come up with a different game plan, which it looks like they're doing.
Yeah, I spoke to a couple of players from Pune United after that match, after that tie, and I asked them about it, and they said, well, we're not that worried, because last time around also we started slow, and look where we ended up. While we've been talking about that, talking about not as much aggression and the errors, look at what's happened to the score. It's tied 7-all now. Oh, that's a nice one.
Second server.
Yeah, the minute
7-2.
Hyderabad saw keeping the ball down, they're forcing the rally, they're elongating the points. And caught a line. It slid a little bit, but
8-7-2. Side out.
I was just thinking to myself, what we saw with the Hyderabad gentlemen yesterday in the men's dubs, Pep started to panic a little bit because they were getting below. So I just want Pep to stay in the game, and Katie, and not pull those triggers too early. As you said before, stay nice and patient, stay in the game.
And see, right now too, Pune had a 5-point lead, and now it's tied up, or they're down a point. And you get a little tight. You're thinking, well, hang on a minute. What just happened?
Point, Pune.
And there's the curse of the commentator.
What just happened? That's a question we've asked a few times, haven't we? But as things stand, it's 8-all. Could have a tied match. Oh, well played.
8-8-1.
Second serve. Seen a few of those.
Yeah, Katie's just lifting that ball a little bit too much in transition, allowing Thaddeus to find the ground
8-8-2.
and then put a little bit of pressure, right?
Yeah, she's a lot more delicate today. Go on, Katie.
Have you picked a favorite side already?
No. I just like a few shots, that's it.
Side out.
Missed her, so back. What a shot. And what a time to bring it. With just a minute left on the clock. And this is where it gets interesting.
8-8-1.
Do you go for it? Do you hold on to your serve? Do you wait out this?
So right now, if I'm Pep and Katie, I want to play as long a points as possible. I want to slow down that clock. Right, I would go into a dinking, 30, 40 dinks, drag out the clock.
Well, now
9-8-1.
it's time for Pune United to drag out the clock. They have that 1 point advantage. Just don't make an error. Oh.
Second server.
I hope the coaches aren't listening in, because we might just get banned from
9-8-2.
commentary. But they still have a 1 point lead and just 20 seconds on the clock. I think I'll just refrain from saying anything right now.
Side out.
And that's 8 seconds on the clock. They have to go for a serve. They're
8-9-1.
hastening it up and they get it in. Oh my God!
Lee Whitwell, they've done it. They have tied the game at 9-9. There is nothing left on the clock. What a great finish.
Absolutely. Will is going to, I think that shot's going to keep him up tonight. And as it should, because he had that ball and unfortunately he tried to go for a little bit too much. And we've all been there, done that. And we've all had sleepless nights over dumb shots.
Oh man, they look like they were out of this match for a long time. And they made it back just with a few seconds left. Tied this match 9-all.
All right, gentlemen. That is heads. That is tails. Marcello, you can have the call. Heads. It is a tail.
Serve.
Serve. Which end would you like?
I will start here.
Start this end. All right, we'll go in 2 minutes, gentlemen. Best of luck.
Up next, we have the mighty men's singles, the Hungarian giant, Tiebreaker.
Match 3 coming up of tie 5 of the World Pickleball League Season 2. It's Balint Bako, the youngster from Pune United, who will be taking on the experienced Marcelo Jardim from the Hyderabad Superstars. Lee Whitwell and Jeanette Ward still alongside me, and turns out, ladies, it wasn't I who was the lucky mascot. It was probably Arpit, because we've seen some history. We've seen a tie, and we've seen the first match points earned by Pune United.
Yes. Server ready. Time
So
in.
let's see what you're
0-0.
going to do and how you're going to sway things in the booth tonight.
Side out.
Balint Bako in the near court, passed by the experienced Jardim of the very
0-0.
first point, which leads to a service change.
Point. Hyderabad.
So fun fact about Marcelo, in his youth, he used to be
1-0.
one of the top paddle players in the world. And we're seeing those skills definitely translate to pickleball.
Point. Hyderabad.
Yeah, quite an inspiring journey. He's played tennis at a very high level. He's played paddle, where he was
2-0.
world number 3 at one stage. And now he's transitioned to pickleball at the behest of his sister, Simone.
Side out.
Have you ever played mixed doubles with Marcelo, Lee?
I normally have the privilege of playing against him.
0-2.
We played many a final together against each other. But at the English Open this year, I had the pleasure of playing with him and had a blast. Yes.
Yeah, that's always
Point.
important.
Pune.
You can enjoy yourself as much as you want in any field of play, but it's always much more fun when you are winning.
Right,
1-2.
you know, they say, you know, it's not about winning or losing, but the person who says that obviously has never won before.
Side out.
That was a terrific shot. Both men coming off defeats in their first match, Lee. So how
2-1.
will that play on their mind psychologically? Of course, Marcelo, the more experienced player, but what does Balint need to do?
You know, I think watching Marcelo yesterday, that's an incredible gets.
Side
You know,
out.
Jack's game plan was just to wear him down, and Baka's got to do the same thing, right? There's an
1-2.
age gap here, and, you know, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. He's very, very fit, but Baka should be a lot fitter and be able to wear him
Ball's
down.
been called out.
But a lot of these players aren't used to seeing a one-handed backhand, because that's a 1980s special.
Got ball being called out on the far baseline. Hyderabad are challenging the call.
Right, so a challenge. It did look long to begin with, and that's how it was called by the chief referee, Mark Taylor. Jeanette, you willing to commit today? Yesterday you were spot on with all your calls.
I think that one was long, but I thought the first one in the women's singles was long as well, and that was well in. So I may have to be Switzerland for a little while yet.
It's an in-joke, Lee, because on the first day, she was just not willing to commit. She kept calling herself Switzerland. But yesterday, suddenly, we saw the umpire inside her wake up, and she was spot on with all her calls.
How nerve-wracking is it down there, waiting for the heartbeat, and waiting for the review? Oh, here we go. Yeah, out ball. There you go. Lee, how nervous is it down there in the dugout waiting for those calls?
I mean, it is a bit nerve-wracking, but it depends on obviously what side you're on, because if you've got the momentum, that challenge now puts a break in the flow of the game, right? So if I'm sure the ball's out and they're challenging, I'm like, come on, let's keep going. But it definitely is nerve-wracking.
Side out.
Marcelo, a fan of the drop shot too.
And it's an interesting one because, as Lee explained in the very first match, that as coach, she prefers her team to hold on to their challenge, not go for it very early. That was pretty much on the fourth point itself. So, having lost that, Hyderabad left with just one challenge.
Side out.
And Jeanette, if we recall, Bako actually had a very good game the other day. He started beautifully, and then Dusty Boyer just dusted himself off, didn't he?
No, absolutely, Dusty. Oh, look look at that.
Point.
That is
Pune.
absolutely smoking there by Bacco, the European singles champion on form here.
3-2.
Absolutely. I think Dusty has nightmares about that backhand.
Point. Pune.
A delight to watch. You look at his footwork, you look at his hands. It's got tennis player written all over it, and it's exquisite at
This
the
side,
moment.
Marcello. 4. 4-2. Side out.
That right there is a 1980 special. That 1E is so pretty.
2-4.
A touch of Bog versus McEnroe.
Point. Hyderabad.
He's a man of few words, isn't he, Marcelo? But we just did see a little fist pump
3-4.
there.
Point.
He's tying it up.
Hyderabad.
No, and he's one of the nicest guys. He's such a sweetheart, but the fiercest competitor. And again, he's going to run down every ball because he played padel and
4-4.
tennis at a high level, and it doesn't occur to him not to run.
Fault. Point. Hyderabad.
You're just getting too close to that kitchen, Bacco. Now 1 point cushion for Jardim.
5-4.
Chad Edwards is Marcelo's brother-in-law and coach right now.
Point. Hyderabad.
Chad's certainly looking a little bit happier than what he was with the
6-4.
mixed doubles at the moment.
Absolutely, and
Point.
you know, the
Hyderabad.
more that Marcelo extends this lead, I think we might see Chad crack a smile.
7-4.
Hopefully before the halftime.
Oh,
Side
that's
out.
well played. And just to explain the way the tie stands at the moment, if Hyderabad
Bacco.
Superstars end up winning this men's singles match, then the only way that
4-7.
Pune United can come back into it and force a tiebreaker is by winning the remaining 2 doubles.
Point.
Matches.
Pune.
And that should make for
5-7.
quite a substantial task. But they have quality in their doubles, don't they, Lee? So that they'll probably back themselves to pull a rabbit out of the hat if that happens.
Absolutely.
Point.
I mean, the
Pune.
mixed doubles team that showed up today from Pune was a very different team than 2 days ago. So if their doubles team do the same thing and Hyderabad
6-7.
think that the original doubles team from 2 days ago is going to show up, they're going to be in for a fight, and you know it might go Pune's way.
Point. Pune.
I'm starting to think this is a very long 7.5 minutes, but I'm sure Marcelo Jardim thinks it's even longer, right?
And if you
7-7.
look at the pickleball court, it doesn't look very big. And you play singles and you realize it's massive.
Point. Pune.
And I think Bacco's game plan right now is just to run him. Make him run, try to gas him out so that the second half, 7.5 minutes, become a little easier.
8-7. Side
Got a
out.
glimpse of the bench there, Lee. So one question to you. It's obvious that not in every match will you be able to use every player. So as coach,
7-8.
how does your equation go with those players who are having to sit out? How do you keep them motivated?
Side out.
You know, that's a tough one because you've got 8 players on a team, only 6 can
8.
play in each match, and you want to put your
8-7.
strongest field out, right? So, and you look at matchups, you look at everything, but I think it's the coach's
Side out.
responsibility to create that team environment and make the players understand that, you know, just because they don't play doesn't mean they're not a part of the team, because they're a part of practices, they're a part of everything, and they're instrumental from the bench because the bench can influence your play. They give you energy, they give you, you know, motivation, and you need
Side
that.
out
So
and
you know,
halftime.
players 7 and
Thank
8
you.
are just as important.
Absolutely, 7 and 8, and 7 and 8 is also the score at the moment, with Balint Bacco with the slenderest of leads in this men's singles match. Second half coming up. This match is still pretty much up for grabs. Balint Bako,
All right.
the young man from Hungary, is putting up a
Players ready?
valiant fight. In fact, he's currently
Time
in
back
the
in.
lead, 1 point
8-7.
ahead of Marcelo Jardim.
Point, Pune. 9-7. Point, Pune.
Last couple of points, Marcelo hasn't come in, giving Bako the chance to come in first
10-7.
and do some damage.
Got a glimpse of one of India's
Point.
greatest
Pune.
film directors there, actually. Ramesh Sippy directed a film called Sholay, which is considered one of the most classic films. There he is, right on the extreme right. He's actually
11-7.
completed 50 years last year.
Oh, wow.
Point, Pune.
Maybe we can get him to make a pickleball film. I'll audition.
That would be a game changer,
12-7.
wouldn't it, Lee? Hey, can we talk about game changer, please, Lee?
Way to sneak that in there during men's singles.
Sign out.
Yeah, game changer. What is that? As we're watching men's singles, it's an events company that I founded with my business partner, and it's about empowering women,
7-12.
especially the 40-plus women who's maybe a little lost after having raising children and or in the workspace, right? And looking for a sense of community,
Point.
looking for a sense of
Hyderabad.
belonging, and and pickleball's a great vehicle for it because it's so accessible to everybody. You know, I always say you've got
8-12.
one good eye and one good hand, you can play pickleball, and it's become this sort of community space for people where friendships and connection are happening, and a plastic ball is changing people's lives.
Sign out.
Yeah, no, that sounds fantastic. And, you know, it's good for the men as well. If you know, you got a happy wife, happy life, right?
Absolutely. Look, it's, yeah, we do a lot of stuff for women, but 40% of the stuff we do is co-ed, and you know, we don't discriminate by any means. And then we also do stuff for underprivileged youth as well. So, you know, we get both ends of the spectrum because, you know, I think we can all see firsthand what pickleball has done for so many people. And I will always say there'll be a lot more joy in the world if more people played pickleball, because it truly is, you know, I mean, not to be cliche, but it's a game changer for people's mentality and physical well-being.
And Lee, if anyone wants to check out Game Changer, where do you suggest we go and have a look for it?
My website's written behind bathroom door number 2 on the north side. No, it's GameChangeHerEvents.com.
Sign out.
Or Instagram, same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You're sure to get some subscribers. But at the moment, Marcelo has to subscribe to a fight because it's a fair gap which has opened up. Bako has been quite good, quite consistent since that break. Now just a 4-point gap, but there's only about 4 minutes left.
Side out.
Yeah, and the one thing we don't want to see is Marcelo trying to force the issue and go for too much. You know, he plays well when he's in his lane, in his strike zones, and he can execute. But I think right now we're seeing a slightly tired Marcelo who's forcing the issue a little bit.
Good time for a pickle play, perhaps, Jeanette?
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. Lee, from your perspective, this format with the timed 15 minutes, it puts a lot of pressure at the end of the match. That's what you're saying. You don't want Marcelo pushing it because he's aware of the time. Are you enjoying the league format?
Yes and no. I mean, it's like, look, I love the format. It creates pressure. It's another element that players have to deal with, which is great because, I mean, it's going to reward them mentally tough. Where it's not enjoyable is when we see the one-sided, lopsided singles. And we've got a pickle play coming in. Pep relieving Marcelo for 8 rallies. Let's see if Pep can close the gap and give Marcelo a breather so he can come back strong.
Has he just left it a tad late, though? There's a 7-point gap, and he needs to try and first earn the service and then possibly close out the gap with just about 3.5 minutes on the clock.
15.
We saw Sion in the women's singles rattle off 6 points in about 53 seconds, so it can happen. Stranger things have happened. Ooh. That serve looks a little long.
Side out.
I would have definitely challenged that.
Well, it didn't matter because his subsequent
9:15.
return anyway sinking straight into the net. Here's the opportunity for Pep if he can pull it off. Great defense at the net though from Bako.
Side out. 15-9. Point, Pune.
That was an incredible get. That was great footwork, great movement, and
16-9.
an incredible shot to follow.
Point, Pune. $17-9.
Jeanette, your thoughts on this? We are seeing a lot better, more consistent bounce today, aren't we?
Point, Pune.
Considering what we saw on day one in particular.
Yeah, I am no carpenter by any means.
18-9.
However, from my experience at World Pickleball League, because it is a floating floor, the floor does settle over the next couple of days.
Point,
So yeah, so the
Pune.
bounce is getting a little bit better each day.
19-9.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. No. But no, he is right. The court will play better and better as each day goes on. And here's
Side
the
out.
thing. You know, players are going to complain about bounces, they're going to complain about everything, but it happens to both sides. And sometimes the losing side
9-19.
complains a little louder because they lost.
And one thing we will say, there's a lot less wind,
Side
practically
out
no wind
and
today.
end
That's
of
been a
pickle
factor on
play.
the first couple of nights, but that concludes the pickle play. He's done his job to an extent, but still not been able to close the gap substantially.
No, I think Barker has just done a brilliant job of extending the lead
players
and
ready?
not
Time
and
back
making
in.
adjustments to
19-9.
Pep's style of play. And he's just, I mean, I hate to say it, but this game is over. I mean,
Side
it
out.
doesn't matter what Barker does in the next minute and a half. I think this match is just
9-19.
going to go Pune's way.
And it sets it up beautifully
Side
because
out.
we'll finish this match in all likelihood with 4 points, match
19-9.
points each. So that should make for a grandstand finish. 2 doubles coming up. First the women's
Side out.
doubles, then the men's doubles, and those could be decisive for either side. And indeed, if those
9-19.
matches are split as well, Jeanette, then we could be headed for the second tiebreaker in 3 days.
Point, Hyderabad.
Marcelo came up with a crazy
10-19.
forehand cross-court dipper right there, but I fear it's a tad late.
Side out.
That's just rude. That's just rude. That's elder abuse right there.
Stop the clock.
What did you
We've
just
got a
say,
pickle play
elderly
being
abuse?
called by
Yes, I
Pune.
thought you just said that. I wasn't quite sure if we're allowed to say that.
I'll find out pretty quickly if I get asked to remove from the booth. But yes, I mean, that was just I mean, Marcelo
All right.
could be his dad. That's just rude.
Players ready? Time
Well,
back
this
in.
could be fun too.
19-10.
There's been a pickle play with just about a few seconds left.
Side out.
Mateusz Matisik getting his
10-19.
first run out of this tournament. So good for him as well. It's a big lead. It's 9 points.
Season 1 Pune
Hyderabad.
player as well, so nice to see him back on court for season 2.
11-19. Point, Hyderabad.
But, you know, he came out cold, and we're seeing it. He's got, I mean, for anybody who's
12-19.
watching, Mateusz is definitely a much better player than what we're seeing right now. He's just cold and not warm.
Side out. And game.
Finishes on a high, does pick up that winner, but it doesn't matter because in the end it's a fairly comfortable victory and it is his team who will be smiling at the end of it. Balint Bako with a comprehensive performance, pulling Pune United back, their first outright win in a match in Season 2 for World Pickleball League. It's finished 19-12 for the Pune United.
Come on, Daddy, stand up, that's it, come on.
All right, ladies. That is heads. That is tails. Katie, you're close. You can call. It is a tail.
We'll start that end.
Start that end. Serve or receive? Receive. 2 minutes, ladies.
Three matches done, 2 results and 1 tie. We're on to match 4, which is the women's doubles for Pune United. It is Sarah Jane Lim and Madalena Grigoriou against Caitlin Hart and Talia Saunders. Talia Saunders played for Pune United last season. This time around, we'll be facing them along with Katie Hart, the 2 Australians. And of course, we have Philippines and America represented on the other side. And a quick start for Caitlin Hart. As the Hyderabad Superstars open their account. Lee and Jeanette still here with me. My name is Arpit Sharma as we cover this women's doubles game.
Well, well, well. I was just saying to Lee off air there, Arpit, that for me the X factor in this match will be Talia Saunders. Talia is known as the Queen of Resets in Australia, so if she has that reset, or the Thunder from down under, because Talia is an ex-badminton player, so she has the ability to put that ball down right at someone's feet, as we just saw there.
0-1-2. Point.
Well, nicely well-placed let court also helps.
1-1-2. Point, Pune.
I think that ball was out. Yeah.
2-1-2.
I like the pattern though. I like the setup by Saunders, just unable to put it away by Hart.
Point,
big
Pune.
forehand from Grigoriou there, and she's got a big weapon there. But, you know, also, we're going to see a different Madalena because she's much more solid on the right than the left. But, you know, she's going to do some damage when she can. One good net court deserves another. And a nice come on behind it.
1-3-1. Point, Hyderabad.
Now, it's interesting, Lee, because Sarah Jane can play the left side. So I was wondering, perhaps if they get themselves into a little bit of trouble, they may play straight up. That could be something that Rusty has in mind.
Maybe, but I think if for Sarah Jane and Maddie to have a good look at this game, I think they're going to have to play their game and maybe work the point a little bit longer, find the ground, make Hyderabad hit up on the ball. And not speed up too soon, because I think hands to hands, Hyderabad are going to edge out in reflexes and power.
Point, Pune.
I've seen a few balls going to the net already for the Hyderabad Superstars. Not the performance. If just copy paste what we said a little while ago, where was this team yesterday? They seem to be much more on song, Lee.
You just love rubbing salt into the wound, don't you?
No.
Yes.
Sometimes.
I still like you.
Love it. Thank you, Lee. Incidentally, Madalena calls herself the reset machine as well.
Point, Pune.
There it is. They worked the point, found the opportunity, and went for it. And that is the rhythm that they're going to have to play, because if they feed into the power of Katie's forehand and swinging backhand volley and Talia's badminton-like reflexes, then they're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Well done from Talia. Puts the point away. The call of one more.
5-2-2.
So one of the things you'll notice is when one team's on the offense and the other team, the defensive team, keeps getting balls back, the rally tends to swing in the favor of the defensive team. The offensive team feels like they've got to do more and more because they had opportunities to put the ball away and they didn't. And then they get frustrated and frantic, and then they start making mistakes.
Second server. 2-5-2.
Pune United leading this one. Put away by Madalena.
Side out. Five, 2-1.
Great retrieval there, and it lands in as well.
It's a beautiful lob right on the back line.
Yeah, definitely. I can see where you're going with this. Oh, there you go. Perfect lob. See where you're going with this, Lee, about the Pune ladies playing a really patient game. Taking the power away from the Hyderabad Superstars. Very clever.
6-2-2. Point, Pune.
And again, I think Hyderabad's coming out thinking they're playing one team and finding a very different opponent against them, right? Pune have made the adjustments from 2 days ago.
Yep, the first time around when they played the Bengaluru Jawans, this very team losing 17-8.
Side out.
And pretty much the entire Pune United team not looking like the team that we are seeing today. So Rosti Sobek has obviously said the right words. Interestingly, Jeanette, he still thought they did decent in that first tie, even though they didn't get the result that they wanted. So obviously he saw the positives that maybe I missed out on, and he's built on them.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. Playing Trang and Lopez, they had a lot of firepower, very similar to the Hyderabad ladies. Oh, great get. Oh, Saunders has had some luck with that cross-court net dink.
That's just rude.
To you, Maddie.
2 in a row. She's like, you got that one? How about this one?
3-7-2. Hold. Hold. No, no, no. I looked down as I was calling it and it had already gone. I beg your pardon?
So
verbal warning.
Mark Tyler called half-time before they served. Hyderabad Superstars would have liked to get it in, but no arguing with Mark. It's 7-3 in favor of Pune United.
Players
Welcome
ready?
back. Halfway through this match, and Pune United leading it 7-3. The tie score is tied, interestingly, at 1 each, 1 match 1, and 1 tied between these.
Side out.
Great speed up by Madalena, finding the middle.
It's also great that both these teams are
7-3-1.
wearing blue. They're probably color coordinated. They've switched sides, just to let everyone know. It's Pune United on the left, or the far end, the near end of his screen.
Lee, can you briefly explain what you were talking about in the break about what playing to win as opposed to playing to lose?
Well, yeah, especially in this format, right? When we see the clock and we see the clock running down and we've got a lead, right? And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, we're ahead. We've got to keep this lead. We tend to start to take our foot off the gas a little bit and play not to lose, instead of remembering how did we get to, 8, 9, 10, whatever the point score is, and play the same way. But we tend to bring that clock. That clock becomes a very, very third person that you're playing against all of a sudden, and it takes the right mentality to just ignore it and keep doing business as usual, because if you let it get to and you play not to lose, teams creep back in very quickly and you throw points away.
We have a challenge here currently.
A lot of the player profiles, Lee, they actually wrote down they want to play to win, so thank you for explaining that for us.
I'm going to put my psychology hat on because I can. And I think that's, playing to win is one thing, but it's, I think that when you're playing opponents, you can't control that ball as well in, yeah. Look, you've got 4 people on the court. You can only control the way you play. So you got to play your best. And then hopefully the results take care of it. But if you put so much pressure on yourself to win, it actually kind of swings in the other way, right?
Point, Pune.
I just
9-3-2.
feel, personally, I want to see Katie Hart just maybe up the aggression a little bit, just a little bit. missed it a bit in the mixed doubles as well.
Point. Pune.
Yeah, she needs to create something that she can get fired up about, right? Not a error
10-3-2.
on Pune's side. She needs to put some ball away with some meat on it to really bring that energy. And once she does that, I think now then she's
Point.
back, right?
Pune.
Yeah, because she herself mentioned she likes being loud on court. She likes, you know, getting the crowd
11-3-2.
rifled up at times, if not on her side, but just not seen enough of it.
Yeah, it's really hard right now to get her riled
Point.
up, right?
Pune.
And I think they're having some communication issues, some tactical issues, and these mistakes are
3-2.
creeping in. And now they're going to start looking at the clock, and that clock is going to become a pain for Katie and Talia, I think.
And interestingly, we discussed this yesterday as well. One side, when it plays, looks at a bigger clock, so it's more in their face. They're reminded of the time. On the other side, it's not as big.
Side out.
Maybe they can look away from it. But when you're playing, facing in the direction that Katie and Talia are, they
3-12-1.
always look at the clock.
Point. Hyderabad.
So interesting enough, the Hyderabad ladies have swapped sides.
4-12-1.
We see, oh no, they're back. Where am I, Lee? Honestly.
Just call it jet lag, it's fine.
And when we shoot those little reviews, Jeanette, don't bring it up.
4-12. I'll recall. 4-12-2.
We've forgotten about it. Yeah, she slaps it.
Side out.
No, Katie's ball's sitting up. Like I'll bring up yesterday because it's very fresh in my mind. Katie's ball, Katie did a tremendous job of keeping that ball low and making our players hit up on the ball. And right now, her ball is having a hard time staying down.
Second
There's
server.
not much time left. It's just 3 minutes and 50 seconds left for
4-4-2.
Hyderabad Superstars to bring some of the magic that they brought to the court yesterday. Again, the question of something that's unique to this league, pickle play maybe?
Side out.
Yeah, I mean, Pune are playing an interesting pattern right now.
4-12-1.
If I'm Pune, I'm paying attention to what's happened, right? Katie has dumped a couple of balls in the net. And instead of capitalizing on that and maybe forcing the issue to see if you can get her to dump more balls in the net, they're playing a heavy pattern against Talia.
Point.
And Talia's, the last 3 points have gone Hyderabad's way because Talia
5-4-1.
just defended and got the opportunity she wanted.
Second server.
It's just not working for her tonight. She was on song
5-12-2.
yesterday. Everything she was hitting seemed to be coming off. I know Lee's giving me the eyes now. Doesn't want to be reminded about it.
Side out.
No, look, they
Hey,
played
Lee,
an
do you
amazing
remember?
game. You know what? It's when you become a senior pro, you know what
Well,
happens. You tend to
5-1.
forget the last 24 hours.
Well done.
Point.
I would be a
Pune.
little afraid to be on your team. Those eyes scare me a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, Katie Hart is just a
13-5-1.
completely different player
Yep,
tonight. We've seen it both in the mixed and now in the gender doubles as well.
And that's the Katie
Second
we've been
server.
waiting to see throughout this tie. She gives us a little
13-5-2.
glimpse of it. Is it a little too late though? Just 2 minutes left on the clock. 8
It
points
might
separating
be.
Side out.
them. Yep, I recognize her.
Like if I'm Katie right now, I need to
5-13-1.
bring the energy. I need to finish it, regardless of the outcome of this match. I need to finish on a high of my game, right? I need to feel like I got it together at the end. Because look, we've got men's doubles after this, and it could potentially go to a mixed, and then she needs to bring that fire and energy in the mixed.
Good point. The tiebreaker, we've had one tiebreaker so far in the World Pickleball League. There is a chance we might get one now, and that's the Katie.
Point.
She's back,
Hyderabad.
but just for the Hyderabad Superstars, that is a trifle too
6-13-1.
late. She's showing us what she can do, what she did yesterday so well, that power game that she loves to play. But Sarah
Second
Jane
server.
Lim.
Yeah, Sarah Jane with her signature side pick
6-13-2.
paddle down the middle.
Point. Hyderabad.
And I think Hyderabad are going to have to try to force. Oh, I spoke too soon. I was going to say play quick points so that they can rack them up. But side out, Pune serving.
Unfortunate, very unfortunate end to that point. Great hands by all 4 players, but the net god saying, I can show you a couple of tricks as well.
But I don't think Pune are too upset with that because that rally actually ate up 20 seconds on the clock.
Could have possibly just kept it in, but there's just 10 seconds left. Maximum that Hyderabad can rescue is probably just 1 point. Pune have nothing to lose on this, except 1 point. Oh, okay. Ah, the scream.
There she is. What a great way. As you said, Lee Whitwell, she needs to finish on a high, and that she did. Well done to the Pune lady. So, surprising result for me.
I think also for them.
Yeah.
It's all you. It's all you. It's all you.
Come the other side. Good luck, Pep. Blue. All right, gentlemen, that is heads. That is tails. You didn't have to call.
Heads.
It is a tail. Receive. Start that end. 2 minutes, gentlemen.
So this is what it comes down to. Pep Kanyadel and Louis Laville of Hyderabad Superstars to keep themselves alive in this contest against Pune United. William Sobek and Vanshik Kapadia at the Geo World Garden. The last of 5 matches. At one stage, it was looking like it could be one-way traffic when the women's singles went the way of Hyderabad. But since then, there's not been a single outright victory for Hyderabad Superstars. And if they win this, then they take this through to a tiebreaker. Lee and Jeanette still alongside me, Debayan.
Side out.
And I think Vanshik and Will are going to be playing a very patient game, picking their moments to speed up. And let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's interesting. Perhaps Rusty Sobek's drive to come into this tie would be just to play the ball nice and slow, knowing that both Hyderabad gender doubles love power.
Point, Pune.
Working out well on that point, and that seems to be the message which Vanshik is just reaffirming as well. In fact, you had a great ringside view of these doubles men last night, Lee. And they seemed to have the momentum in the first half. Then suddenly it just completely got evaporated.
2-0-2.
And I will say thankfully, because it was my team. But yeah, no, and it's one of those things where you make a couple of mistakes on balls that you think you should have put away, and it gets in your head, and it's hard to come from because you know you're also playing the clock, right? But I do love Vanshik's energy on the court. He's such a fun guy and a happy guy, and he's really come along. I met him 3 years ago at the English Open, and it's nice to see his progress and journey in pickleball.
And Vanshik's whole family are sitting in the stands tonight as well, always supporting mum, dad, auntie, and grandparents.
0-3-1.
Yeah, he's the local boy here, calls himself the magician, or rather he is called the magician, and he is proving to be a magician early doors. 3-point gap at the moment.
Second server. Zero, 3-2.
Oh, that was so close.
Point.
What a
Hyderabad.
great idea to reset by Vanshik Kapadia, but just finding the back of the base there, baseline.
1-3-2.
Relentless, he stayed with it and didn't go for too much and ended up getting the point.
3-1-1.
Surely a couple of contenders already for points of the season thus far. And this has the makings of what could be one of the epic games, one of the epic matches.
Halt. Stop the clock. You've called the ball out.
And again, it's a very different Pune
You've
team.
called it out too. Make sure your hands up, please.
And there is Vanshik's family sitting proudly, and so long as he doesn't make any dumb mistakes, he'll be quite happy with his performance
Restart
tonight.
the clock. Time in. 4-1-1.
I played against Papa Kapadia pickleball the other day, and he was certainly trying to tag me, that's for sure.
Point, Pune.
So that made it sound more like Call of Duty, to be honest.
5-1-1.
Speaking of tags, William Sobek trying to get out of the way there, but just caught him on the shoulder.
Yeah, well-placed speed up from Pep.
Point, Pune.
Vanshik looking at his family to celebrate.
6-1-2. Point,
I think we're
Pune.
seeing some unnatural errors from Hyderabad side, like routine
7-1-2.
shots that they should be making in their sleep, and it's not going their way. You got to know that's weighing on them mentally.
Point, Pune.
What also seems noticeable, Jeanette, a lot more movement from the Pune boys. They keep switching ends. Great
8-1-2.
feet as well, good hands, and playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, I'm quite an energetic player. I like to read the energy of players on court when I'm commentating, and I can really feel that the Pune team have got it all together right now. The bench. Oh, again, look at
Point,
that, the energy.
Pune.
They're feeling really happy about themselves. And there we go. We have
We've got
a
a pick-
pickle
oh,
play
we've got a pickle
called
play being
by
played.
Coach Chad Edwards for the Superstars. That is, for me, Lee, that's the absolute right move right now.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you caught it, but Will hit an Ernie, and I think he was waiting to see if he'd get called in a foot fault, because
All right.
poor guy, I think he's got an 80% fail
Players
rate
ready?
on foot faults on his Ernies
Time
right
back
now.
in.
So we have
9-1-2.
Mayur Patil, who's now stepped in for Pep for 8 service points.
Point, Pune.
And I was going to say, if I'm Pune right now, first chance I get, I would take it to Mayur to
10-1-2.
test him because he's cold, and see if we can mentally get into his head, not let him get into much of a rhythm.
Side out. Side out.
Yeah, the
10,
idea seems to be that, to
10
keep
boys.
attacking Mayur as often as possible inside these first 2
1-10-1.
points. Oh, the chest
Second
bumps, the
server.
second one we have seen in a little while from this duo.
Vanchik
1-10-2.
definitely showed up to play today.
Yeah, liking the
Point,
combination
Hyderabad.
of Maya and Laville. They have played a fair bit together around the
2-10-2.
Oceania, Asia area, so it's good to see Maya on court tonight.
Point, Hyderabad.
Fabulous rally
Half
by
time,
all
thank
4
you.
players getting involved there, and that is the end 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, just putting a little bit of a fight back in, thanks to Mayur Patil, who's come on as the pickle play substitute. 10-3 still for Pune United. Right,
Right.
what does the second half
Players
have in
ready?
store? Pune United
Time back
on
in.
course to
3-10-2.
complete what will be their first outright tie victory. They are playing in blue and orange, beg your pardon, in the near court, and up against them all in blue. The men's doubles duo from Hyderabad Superstars needing to come back into this and win it outright to take it to a tiebreaker potentially. Mayur Patil still in there as part of the pickle play.
Point, Hyderabad.
Little hands battle there, and a
14-2.
point for Hyderabad.
Just to give the details of all the matches on your screen, the first match going the way of Hyderabad. Since then,
Side out.
one tie and 2 matches which have gone Pune's way, which is why this match is a vital one. It needs to be won outright
10-4-1.
by Hyderabad. They've started well after the break, but they've just lost serve.
And end of pickle play. Second server.
Yeah, there it is. That is exactly what Louis Laville is known for. So well
Time
set
back
up
in.
there. Okay, pickle
10-4-2.
play is over and Pep Canyadel is back on court, rested. Let's see what he can do. I'd like to see him to stay in the balls a little bit. Oh.
Right out.
Okay, I will just shut up completely now.
14-1. Point, Hyderabad.
Whatever pep talk Chad gave him, no
5-10-1.
pun intended, seems to be working.
Lee, a question for you, since we talked about energies of players and we are also watching the doubles. Is that a consideration as well? Do you sometimes think of the ideal pairing where they complement each other's energy, where it works to the benefit of the team?
Point, Hyderabad.
Absolutely, in a team format, you know, you're not just individuals playing out there in a regular tournament format, so it's a team, and you really have to be a team, you know, united on the court, great energy as partners, and, you know, that'll help bring the energy off the bench into the court as well.
Another great point from the team from Pune.
10-6-1. Second
And
server.
what it might do with just about 4.5 minutes left, if they go on to win this particular
10-6-2.
match, they also win this tie. And it just opens up the points table completely because it puts Pune United right back in conversation. And of course, Rajasthan Titans also have 6 match points from yesterday. So they'll also believe that now that pretty much every team which lost their first match has come back very strongly.
6-10-1.
They've got that opportunity too.
Let's hope we take it.
Second
One
server.
of the things Pune have in their ability, if they keep their heads in this game, is they have the
16-2.
ability to really slow this game down and sort of run the clock, if you will, right? And really lengthen the points, which is going to work, obviously, in their favor.
Point, Hyderabad.
Left a little too high, and Louis Laville comes in with that British flick.
7-10-2. Point, Hyderabad.
Van Schick's ball sitting a little too high right now. He's a little upright, not moving his feet as
8-10-2.
dynamic as he was in that first half, and causing a few pop-ups.
Will Sobek playing the left side right now. Oh, what a fantastic cross-court dink by Pep, finding the back foot of Will Sobek, trapping tracking him up there.
9-10
And we're
2.
within 1.
Yeah, this is what they need to do. They need to keep scrapping for these points and try and push this to a potential tiebreaker. They're ever so close to forcing that. Now just 1 point behind their opponents.
Side out.
Side out back to Pune. Let's see what they do here.
10-9-1.
Can they convert one of the serves?
Second server.
Vanchik really struggling on that left-hand side, Lee.
10-9-2.
Potentially a bit of nerves creeping in his side.
He's definitely more flat-footed right now, and I think that's playing a big factor into it, yes.
Pep's backhand since his pickle play intermission has been quite outstanding. It's won quite a few points for his team.
Yeah, and Vanchik trying to go for the Ernie at the wrong spot, thinking it was the right opportunity, but proving it not to be. And with that, the side out goes to Hyderabad.
9-10-1.
Yeah, and no points on the board, Lee, for the Pune United gentlemen.
They convert this and it becomes a tight finish, and they indeed do. It's 10-all. Just 1 point away now from pushing this towards a potential tiebreaker.
A much better
10-10-1.
second half after the pickle play by Pep Canyadel.
That's the pattern they want. Vanchik's backhand is letting him down. His feet are letting him down. He's not moving his feet. I think is now in his head.
11-10-1.
And if I'm Hyderabad, I will find that backhand all day long.
A petition to rename him Pep, can you believe it? Oh, what a point.
Second serve.
What a great point to bring that back. But is it too little too late?
They still have one more
11-10-2.
serve with 22 seconds on the clock. Can they rush this point?
Side out.
4 seconds.
It has
Game
landed
over.
inside. But
No.
time has run out. High drama. We are headed to a tiebreaker. What a finish this has turned out to be. What a fight back from Hyderabad superstars, ladies.
Up to?
It's going to force it to a mixed doubles. I don't think anybody saw that coming, but the second half went Hyderabad's way, and they played a much cleaner and solider game.
So this is how it's finished. Barest of margins, 11-10 in favor of Hyderabad superstars. Louis Laville and Pep Canyadel with a great fight back. Thanks to that pickle play as well.
Very, very shortly now.
All right, players, come in, please. Best luck. Best luck. Best luck, Katie. Best luck, Luke. All right, players. That is... Well, they want you on that side. All right. That is heads. That is tails. Katie, you got the call?
Heads, please.
It is a head.
That end, please.
Go that end. Do you want to serve or receive? Receive. You know the drill. Move around. Rally scored. Win by 10. First to 10, win by 2. At 15 all, we play sudden death.
It's just the third day of World Pickleball League Season 2, and we have had the second match which has necessitated a tiebreaker. This is how it's turned out between Pune United and the Hyderabad Superstars. Hyderabad off to a great start, but then Pune fighting back, and it looked like they had it sealed up. But then a fine fight back in the men's doubles right towards the end by Tanya Dell as well as Laville, which has now necessitated this mixed doubles tiebreak. A race to 10. Sarah Jane Lim alongside William Sobek. And they are at the far corner. And in the near court, you've got Katie Hart and Louis Laville.
Point, Pune.
1 point on the board for Pune. This mixed doubles is rally scoring.
The combinations that you would have gone for Lee in this case, or would you have seen some difference?
I mean, I've got all Pune's combinations wrong. My predictions from earlier today, and
oh, what a start!
Pune, 3-0. Louis to serve.
Pune playing a pattern that's working for them. I think Louis and Katie not so used to playing together. A little bit of communication issues up the middle.
Point, Hyderabad.
And that's not what you want to see. Just give the way a point, like, you know, here, happy birthday.
1-3.
It's the oldest thing in the world. It's the commentator's curse, which may have afflicted Pune United on that occasion.
Jane
Point,
down
Pune.
behind Louis Laville. That is absolute trickery.
4. Yeah, but you're serving, Will. No.
She's a little bit of a
It's
pocket rocket.
You
Lots
serving
of
from that
strength.
side. Thank you. 4-1.
That's been used quite well in that point. 4-1 now. At 5, there will be a change of ends once one of these teams does reach 5. It's a race to 10 with a 2-point gap. Super point. The
Pune.
initiative now with Pune United.
Change ends, please. Change ends.
Who is
Jane
this
serve.
Will Sobek that showed up in this mixed doubles match?
And you've got to wonder, perhaps from Katie Hart's perspective, this is the third match she's playing today itself. Was part of the previous 2 doubles and was the player of the tie yesterday, last night. So maybe also a little bit of physical and mental exhaustion creeping
Players
in.
ready? Time back in.
And I think it's also
5-1.
hard because she played so amazingly well yesterday, right? Very few errors. And it's a hard thing to keep up. And it's like, maybe is that in her head going, yesterday I was making these shots, what's happening right now, you know?
Point, Pune.
Slightly in her head. I think she needs to do what Vanchik needed to do in the second half, which is move her feet, watch the ball, and, you know, just stay down and trust herself. I think her confidence is being chipped at.
It's a 5-point cushion now, just 4 points away. That's good network.
Hyderabad.
I think Sarah Jane's done an amazing job in this tie tonight in the women's doubles. Yep, absolutely phenomenal play.
Point, Pune. Well
He made that yesterday.
7-2.
Oh, just long, but that point was created pretty much by Sarah's incredible defense near the kitchen, wasn't it?
SJ serving.
Absolutely, but it's like if I'm Katie right now, it's like I need to find something that I can speed up and do something with to get my energy back in and get my confidence.
Point, Hyderabad.
Commentators curse.
Louis to serve.
That said, though, this is a good fight back. It's a good phase from Hyderabad Superstars. They're just clawing themselves back into it with each point.
Point, Pune.
The curse works the other way this time.
Coach Chad Edwards just wondering what is going on right now.
Point, Hyderabad.
Well played by Hyderabad. A little tight, but they came away with the point. We're at 5-8. 8-5 Will serving.
8-5.
Yeah, last evening, the mixed doubles match, which decided the tie between Mumbai and Delhi, was a tad bit one-sided. But here, there's absolutely no going away from Hyderabad Superstars.
8-6.
Keep clawing back. Now just 2 points away.
Point.
That's gone long too. It's 7-8. Just 1 point in it.
7-8.
And they're back.
Katie to serve.
Quite the tiebreaker, Jeanette.
Indeed, quite the tiebreaker. 8-8.
Point, Hyderabad.
Yeah, just a couple of errors creeped in by Sarah Jane Lynn there. A couple of high balls. Louis Laville and Katie Hart able to put the ball away.
So they don't have the serve, but it is tie point. And what a stunning fight back in this tie break itself. What a victory this has turned out to be. What a fight back in the tiebreaker. And you have to say that Hyderabad Superstars deserved it purely on the basis of that fight back they performed in that men's doubles, the last match, where Pep Kanyadel came later on after a pickle play substitution and together with Louis Laville clawed their way back into this. And now in this tiebreak where it was looking like a one-sided contest, it's Hyderabad Superstars who walked away with a 10-8 victory. What a match. What a tie. What a great standard of pickleball we have been treated to this evening at the Geo World Garden. Sarah Jane Lim and William Sobek were hanging in there. They were trying their very best, but right at the end, class telling, the experience of Louis Laville as well as Katie Hart showing, and that is quite a great expression of the joy that they have felt. 9 match points going the way of the Hyderabad Superstars as against 7 from Pune United. I suppose the positive for them is that they have opened their account overall. So decided by a tie break, and it's Hyderabad Superstars who win this match. Tie 5 of World Pickleball League Season 2.
Welcome back. What a fascinating tie we've just witnessed. Our second tiebreaker of the World Pickleball League, and this one between Pune United and the Hyderabad Superstars. Time now for the presentation. And for the presentation, may I please welcome Mr. Nikhil Mathure, Treasurer, All Indian Pickleball Association. Welcome, sir. Time now for our first award this evening, which is for the Band of Honor, female. And this goes to Shawn Mendes from the Hyderabad Superstars. Congratulations, Shawn. Most points won by a female till now. Next award is the Band of Honor, male. And this one goes to Balint Bako from Pune United. And now for the big one, the player of the tie. This swung a few ways, depending on the action we've just witnessed towards the end of the tie. We have some people screaming there. And the winner of the player of the tie is Louis Laville. All right, Louis, I'm going to come to you. First up, congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, the feelings right now, pretty awesome. The superstars were well and truly super tonight.
Now, Louis, we were watching from up in the commentary box there, and it seemed like the Hyderabad superstars were done by the 5th match. What changed?
Nothing's ever done. Yeah, you know, pickle play came in, we locked in, got a couple of points. Then just, you know, as a team, we were all sort of supported each other, got really big. I played some good shots, then Mayu hit some good shots, then Pep hit some good shots. You know, we had an absolutely fantastic comeback, and then to be 8-3 down in the Dreambreaker, to then come back with 7 in a row was pretty awesome.
It was pretty awesome. The crowd has witnessed something very, very massive in terms of a performance. And I've been waiting to have an interview with you because I met you yesterday, and this is very, very important. You tell us, we asked you before the league started, who would be your dream doubles partner? Katie might want to look away right now because you have a different answer to this.
Oh, it's most certainly not Katie Hart. It is the one and only Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, even if her pickleball skills aren't the best, you take her.
Oh, apparently she's been playing a lot of pickleball in America, so you never know. If she wants to play a pro tournament at some point, I'd always be down.
All right, Katie's waiting to just talk to you about this, so we're going to congratulate you and let you go. Katie, over to you. Thank you, Louis. That's about the time we have the presentation. Back to you guys.
Well, when it comes to playing doubles alongside Sydney Sweeney, all I can say is, Louis, get in line. Your second mate. But what a match we witnessed. What a tie, rather. Hyderabad prevailing through the tiebreaker against Pune United. But Pune United putting up a hell of a fight and getting their first match points right through Season 2. All right, it's just the first match of 2, and this is what's coming up for you. Chennai Super Champs, victorious on the opening night. Can they keep that momentum going against Mumbai Pickleball, who also played a great tie yesterday, but ended up losing via the tiebreaker against Delhi Dilwale. Tie 6 coming up after a short break.